Hello everyone, welcome back to Baruch Nation. Another edition of Let's Go for a Drive. It is May, it's finally sunny, so I'm able to do some more. It's been raining for the last like 8 days straight. It's been raining, or it's been really dark and gloomy, so I haven't been able to do any car related videos now that I've purchased a new vehicle. Alright, I've got myself a Lincoln MKC, a CUV, a compact utility vehicle, and I want to do some more videos on it, but I haven't been able to do any because it's been raining every single day, and there's no fun in filming car videos when it's all gloomy and drab and no fun. So now that the sun is finally out, I decided to do a little video while I drive. And well, I guess here it is. So I gotta find a new mounting spot for my camera because my old mount, I haven't installed a new one yet on this vehicle. I gotta find a place that works well first. This spot might be okay. This spot might work. It might be okay. We'll see. We'll see how it does. See how it goes. All right, I'm gonna get it. I want to buy. I have to buy a window mount. That might be easier. Right? Get a window mount and just suction the camera to the window. I was just reading some reviews, and a lot of them are really cheap plastic, so they snap off. So I wouldn't be mounting the camera on the outside of the vehicle anyway. I'd be mounting it on the inside, so even if it falls, it shouldn't be a big deal. But I need to find one that's reasonably priced, but it's also decent quality. It's not going to get used that much, so I don't need to get like an extremely high-end mount. But I might just, for peace of mind, just spend the money, get a good one, and then I don't have to worry anymore, right? We'll see. I'll have to see how the mounting situation works first. If I want to get one for the phone or I want to get one for my GoPro. Haven't decided yet. But back to the main reason for this Let's Go for a Drive. Avengers Endgame. Now, I know a lot of you have probably seen the movie. For those of you that haven't, well, it's too bad. It's been out for 2 weeks, so spoilers are allowed. Spoilers will be happening, and we will be discussing the movie. Right, so if you don't want to hear about Endgame, if you haven't watched it yet, you're not a real fan anyway, so it doesn't really matter, because a real fan would have watched it at least the week after. Right? At least. Right? But we're now in May. We're in May. The movie came out in April. We're now in May. There is no excuse. If you're a fan, there's no excuse. Period. You should have seen it already. I've already seen it twice. Day 1 and day 2. Right? And there's certain things that I read online that I missed that I kind of want to see, but at the same time, I don't really need that emotional roller coaster again, so I can wait until Blu-ray or possibly streaming before I get it, or before I watch it again. I might just wait, but I loved it. For me, it was a bittersweet experience because it was the end of a 10-year story arc. And of course, some of my favorite characters are no longer in action. But at the same time, it was, to me, it was so well done that I enjoyed the heck out of it. So it was just like, oh, the majority of the storylines, for sake of argument, we'll say all of them were tied up. Answers were given, and they did a good job with them all. Right? I must say that you can tell that you can tell that this was thought out properly. So I was speaking with one of my colleagues at work, and he didn't like it because he felt like it didn't feel like a complete movie. And I had to remind him that it's a part 2. This was the second half of Infinity War. It was one movie that was split in half. A lot of people, they don't pay attention, they don't read, they don't understand, right? So when they see things, then they complain because they don't understand what's going on. They don't have the backstory. It was one movie. No one's gonna sit through a 5-hour movie, right? 5.5-hour movie. So they had to split it into 2 parts, which is what they did. Infinity War and Endgame, 2 movies, right? So of course it's not gonna have the same feel as Infinity War did because it's half a movie. It's the latter half. It's the ending. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings, right? Where they're all one big story, just chopped. Right? Or like Harry Potter, the last one, they split it into 2 movies. It's one movie, they split into 2. So if people don't understand that, they're not going to get the full experience. They're going to complain because they don't know, you know. So I'm telling you, one movie split into 2, so you can't expect it to, it's still at a beginning, a middle, and an end, but it's more of an end, an end, and an end. Right? You can't expect it to be the same kind of feel because it's the latter half of a story. Then I spoke to another one of my friends, and she cries with almost every movie, with everything she does. And in this movie, not one tear. And she explained why. She hates Scarlett Johansson, and she hates Iron Man. And if you know, those are the 2. What is this person doing? Those are the 2 characters that sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy in this movie, or the whole universe, right? They're the 2 characters that sacrificed themselves. So for her, when Black Widow sacrificed herself, she was happy. Then, when Tony Stark sacrificed himself, she was happy. So while okay, so my phone overheated, so I don't know how much of the previous video was recorded. But now I got the AC on. I'm sure you can hear it. And that should help with the overheating issue. I wanted to get video. What's this person doing? I wanted to get video of this area specifically. So it should be this is the area. We're going by the airport. There's a lot of open land. We're going by the airport. It should be nice. It should look good. I'm also gonna go to the camera store and see if I can get that window mount. Just beautiful blue skies. Brampton. If anybody knows the city of Brampton in Canada, you'll know that it's known for its terrible drivers. It has one of the highest insurance rates in Ontario. And, well, it's pretty warranted. There's a lot of terrible drivers here. And I don't know how they all get their license. It just makes no sense to me. Like, everyone has to do the same testing. But they're known for their terrible, terrible drivers. I'm just trying to find a good spot here. So I can't, my old mount, well, you know what? I could probably mount my old mount in the same location. I just don't want to get it. Oh, there's no leather, it's okay. We'll figure it out, everybody. We'll figure it out. I'm just headed to my dad's place. He's on vacation, so I gotta go pick up his mail. Right, sort through the stuff he'd want and take away the stuff he wouldn't, right? But since he's coming back tomorrow, I can leave all the junk there. He can deal with it tomorrow. Where I left off, I don't know where the camera died. We were talking about Avengers Endgame. We're talking about my friend who was happy that the Black Widow died, and she was happy that Iron Man died, or should I say, they both sacrificed themselves for the greater good. She was happy because she doesn't like, she said she hates Scarlett Johansson. I think it's just jealousy because Scarlett Johansson is absolutely gorgeous, and I think she's jealous. And she said she doesn't like Iron Man because she thinks he's an asshole, and that's kind of the character. So, you know, but she doesn't read the comics, so she doesn't know, right? Like, the whole point is he's supposed to be a pompous ass who, you know, finds redeeming qualities, which is exactly what happened. It might have taken roughly 10 years, but at the end of the day, it happened, right? He died saving the universe. You know, could be a little bit more selfish. He wanted to make sure that his daughter was safe and that Pepper was safe. So, you know, could it be perceived as selfish, but at the end of the day, he still did what was needed to stop Thanos and save everybody in the entire universe. So, but yeah, I called her heartless because she was happy. She's the only one in the theater that was cheering when the Black Widow sacrificed herself. And then once again, when everyone was teary-eyed and everybody was sad, she was cheering when Iron Man died. I was like, girl, you crazy. This is Iron Man we're talking about. Black Widow, you know, I'm just upset because there is a lot of beautiful women in the movie, but I've been a fan of Scarlett Johansson since The Island. I absolutely love when I saw her in The Island. That's you know, that was perfection to me. She was heavier in The Island, and for me that just means curvier, and I absolutely loved it. Right now she's fit, still curvy, but she's fit. I still love it, but her in The Island, oh, whew. I love that curvy but feminine body. Nothing wrong with muscles, nothing wrong with being toned. I love that too. Alright, nothing wrong with those things. But yeah, you know, I got a little teary-eyed when she sacrificed herself. She sacrificed herself for her family, for the people that she loved, and also to make sure that Hawkeye got home to his family. See, Hawkeye wasn't thinking about that, right? She has, her only family is the Avengers, Black Widow. But Hawkeye actually has a wife and kids and a family. So she thought, you know what? It's more important for him to get back to them than for her to get back to the Avengers, who are basically separated anyway. But I'll continue this in a moment.